Hey, y'all. Hello, and welcome to Worthy Wednesday. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. Sidebar, I can't even believe it's March already. So, welcome to March, Worthy Women. I can't believe it's the third month of, sorry, I was getting my notes together. The third month of 2021. It is March already, and I cannot believe that. But welcome to March. Today is the third day. So I have two things tonight. So y'all are going to have homework twice. Well, just because that's the teacher of me. So first of all, you guys, I've really been thinking about goal setting, and I thought about this tonight, and I felt like it was so important for us to talk about it. So this is what I said. What are goals that you are going to achieve? And then I thought, first of all, Karee, we all probably have hundreds and hundreds of goals that we write every year, every week, sometimes every day, in order to accomplish what we need to get done in that particular moment. But then I thought to myself, what is a goal? Just one. I said, what is one goal that I can achieve in 1 week? Now, you might be able to do this goal in 1 day, but so many things in our lives never get accomplished. Number one, because we don't write it down. And when you write something down, you create a visual reminder. So every time you see it, that brings it back to the frontal lobe of your brain, which is where short-term memory is stored. And you can store anywhere between 5 plus or minus 2 pieces of information at a time. So if you never write a goal down, you're never going to do it, because your mind will be on 14,000 other things, and you'll never come back to that unless you have something that triggers that memory, excuse me, and brings it back. So anyway, here's what I want you to work on from this Wednesday until next week. Just one thing. Listen, this just one thing. And I'm going to keep us accountable. Excuse me, because I need to do it too. Primarily because I probably have 10,000 goals that I have written down everywhere in notebooks. And I've done some of them, but the ones that I believe are really important, I haven't done them yet, because I don't keep writing them down and saying to myself, Karee, this is something that you have to achieve. So I want to give you guys some practical goal setting ideas. Number one, let's say one of your goals is to finish your application to law school or graduate school, or going back to get your bachelor's degree. So let that be a goal this week, that you will finish your application to, and then you fill in the blank. Here's another example. Let's say you want to apply for a new job. There's a job that you really want, or there's a position that you want to switch to within your company, and say, okay, my goal for this week is to apply for that new job. And you just write it down on a piece of paper at your house, in the bathroom, at your desk, on your computer, in your phone. Create a reminder once a day that it comes up to say, did you apply for that new job? Here's another one that's easy, and another one that all of us as women always have as a goal, which is terrible because we shouldn't, but we do, which is to work out more, take care of our bodies, to work out more. So let's say that your goal for that is to work out 3 times. Okay. So you write down on the paper, I will work out Thursday, Saturday, and Tuesday. And then when you go work out those days, check it off. Say, today I worked out. So I want you to, over the next 7 days, to write a goal, just one. You don't have to write 50, just write one. And then I want you to do it. So every day I'm going to ask y'all, did you write your goal? Number one. Number two, if you have written your goal, have you done it? And if you have done it and you write yes, I am going to post about it so we can all celebrate you achieving your goal. Now, what this does is twofold. Number one, you get to pop your collar because you did something that you said you would do, but also it creates a different sense of accomplishment, and the internal motivation that you feel to create another goal then creates and inspires you to become your best you. And that's exactly what we are supposed to be doing as worthy women. So part one of your assignment is to write one goal to achieve between now and next Wednesday, and then You write that goal and then you tell me when you've done it. You don't have to tell me what the goal is, but then just tell me after you've done it. Okay. All right. Also, I had one of my friends from high school, Shelby, ask me about the gentleman that I talked about in the Worthy Wednesday that posts all the different things he's learned in the Hebrew language. Anyway, his name is Aussie Dave. So after the broadcast, I don't know how to do it on here. I was going to try, but I didn't know if I could get it right. So I didn't. I will post his Instagram in the comments. And then if you guys have Instagram, you can just click it and it'll take you to Instagram and you can follow him because he is amazing. Aussie Dave, amazing. So I will post that in there. So anyway, that's all I have for announcements, except for this July. What is it? Hold on. July 9th, 10th, and 11th is Do the Work, Worthy Women Live. Now, you guys, the world is rapidly changing. And so it also changes how you can plan events. So as soon as I am clear on the location that I have selected that we'll be able to have a live event, then I will post that here and let y'all know. But we're going to have it virtually also because everybody might not be able to come. Some people might not feel as safe coming. So, and I'm fine with either one. So I will let you know as soon as I know, hopefully in a day or two. Oh my God, our very first Worthy Women Conference. Also, countdown to Worthy Women's 1 year birthday. Y'all, we literally have to have a party for Worthy Women. This is lit. Okay. That's all the announcements. Now, let's get to work, shall we? 2021. It is the year of me. And because we are walking together in this journey, I am taking y'all on the journey of me, but me is you and you are you in the journey of me during 2021. So last month we started out talking about, do you love me? I mean, cause I was like, bro, I'm going to talk all month about loving me and what that means and what that looks like, different types of all these things. Anyway, that did not work out. So we talked about love me. Then we talked about excuse the interruption. What's wrong with me? Then we talked about frustrated me, which was completely where I was living. And then last week we talked about the journey of yet. And I have never been more aware than I am right now in my life that Worthy Women, we are on a journey and the journey is not over. It's not. Y'all, can I just tell you that when you reach certain things, when one particular area of your life smooths out, that part is finished and you've moved on to something else, the journey continues. You never reach your full potential. You are yet learning, you are yet growing, you are yet moving in different areas of being a worthy woman. And I personally have really had to take into account what the journey of yet looks like. I think it's easy for us to make excuses about what's happened in our life. Let me just raise my hand. Let me pass the buck to other people. Let me raise my hand for that. And then also say, well, this is just how it is. It doesn't really matter. But the journey of yet is looking forward to a future time. That means that time is assigned. So when you reach a particular goal, that time was assigned before you ever start. It was already assigned. It was known before you knew it. Anyway, I could talk about that forever. So tonight, I want to continue talking about me. Isn't this great? I never have to talk about y'all. It's great. And I want to talk about it's me. And there are two things that came to my mind, not today, but yesterday. When I was getting ready. And the first thing was my parents were pastors. Most of y'all know that. But anyway, my parents were pastors. And we grew up at church. Like literally, it was our other house. Church was our other house. And there was this old song. It's so funny. It's so funny because like church is not the same now. Like it's so different than when I was growing up versus how it is now. Anyway, but I digress. So there was this old song. And these, like the old women, the old mothers of the church would sing it. And it goes like this. Now, if you know, it's fine. But it goes, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Okay, so I was in the shower and I heard that song in my head. And I literally bursted out laughing because I was like, bro, I remember that song, and I used to be like, why are they singing that? Like, what do they mean? It's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, send. And then they pray. And then they like, okay, you guys, this is a true story. The verses were not my mother, not my father, but it's me, oh Lord. Not my brother, not my sister, but it's me. Like, I was like, how are we making this an entire song? Anyway, so the song, it just started ringing in my head. It's me, it's me. And I was like, well, it is me, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, so then I thought about the song by Adele, which I don't know if it's by her originally or she just did a remake of it or whatever, but the name of the song was Hello. But in the song, she says, hello, it's me. Y'all know that song? Okay. It was like number one for 48,000 weeks. Hello from the other side. Okay, y'all remember that? Okay, anyway. But she would say, hello, it's me. And so I couldn't get away from the it's me part, whether it was in that song or in the other song. So I thought to myself, well, first of all, let's figure out what all of those words are. So when you say it's me, so it's is a conjunction, okay? But it's two words put together to form one word when you use an apostrophe. So each word comes together, and then the meaning of those words are put together in order to form a new word. So like do not becomes don't. It's a contraction. So it's two words abbreviated so you get the impact of both words. Okay, that'll preach right there forever. I digress. Anyway, so another example is won't. So it's will and not. That becomes won't. Now that contraction has a special rule because it's past tense versus present. Anyway, y'all know that. Anyway, that's just the English part of me. Okay, so another example is can't. That's can and not. So then those two words come together by using a contraction, an apostrophe at the top, and that can and not becomes can't. Okay, so it's is the same way. It's it and is, in the contraction you put the apostrophe and it becomes it. Okay, so in the song it's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, and hello, it's me, I had to make sure that it was actually it's the contraction, because sometimes its does not have an apostrophe and it's still the word it's, right? So for me, it's very important that we make a distinction between what word we're actually using to define ourselves, which also has everything to do with the words that you say to yourself. Okay, so that's a whole nother lesson that we'll talk about one time. But anyway, in this particular instance, I want to talk about it's me. ITIS and then me, but it becomes one word, which is it's, by forming a contraction. All right, so worthy women, when I was thinking about it's me, I thought about how many times when you go to somebody's house that you know, okay, like really know them. Whenever I drive to Alamogordo, go to my parents' house and I knock on the door, sometimes my mom will say, Carrie, or she'll say, Carrie, is that you? And I'll say, it's me. Okay. Sometimes if I go out and Gianna comes over and she's still here and I leave and I come back, I knock on the door and I say, it's me, Gianna. So I find it interesting that the person on the other side of the door says to you, is it you? By saying your name, or they say, is that you? Like my mom will say, Carrie, is that you? And I'm like, it's me. I don't even say, yes, it's Carrie. I say, yes, it's me. But the person on the inside of the house is asking you to identify yourself on the outside of the door by saying to you, this is who I believe it is outside. And can you verify that it's me on the outside? Okay. Listen, worthy women, I know sometimes you might think these are such simple examples, and they are. But what makes life and what makes grace so profound is that even though grace identifies me that I need it, I still acknowledge it's me that needs grace. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Okay. So when my mom hears me say it's me, she opens the door because she recognizes who she's identified on the other side of the door has been verified by me, because only I, being myself, can verify who I am on the other side of the door. When she's asking, Corey, is that you? She's not sure if it is. She's anticipating that I was supposed to come, but she's not sure if that's who has arrived outside of the door. And only me saying it's me, verifying who I am, that does she then feel comfortable enough to open the door. Okay, first of all, you guys, seriously, this, like, the way that my mind is processing this right now, I'm just like, I want to just scream it out loud to you as worthy women, to recognize how important it is to identify who you are. Stop answering to whatever people call you. Stop answering to the wrong name. Stop speaking the wrong words to yourself, about yourself, over yourself. Only answer to who you are. When I hear my mother say, Corey, is that you? I respond by saying to her, it's me. Meaning that I am only going to identify that it is me if I recognize and understand who I am. Okay, so that's totally free, because that was totally not even going to talk about that. Okay, but that was totally free. So I am challenging us this week. That can even be a goal, not to answer to the wrong identity. That if someone calls you out of your name, do not answer. If someone says that you are less than worthy, less than loved, less than accepted, do not answer to that. Do not validate their identity of you, because you can only be who you are. Y'all, I can only be a worthy woman. I can only be honorable. I can only be loved. I can only be kind. I can only be strong. I can only be intelligent. I can only be Corey. I believe that this particular point right here is critical for your success. And I'm not talking about at your job, with your family, in your relationships. I'm talking about being successful in your relationship with yourself and in your relationship with God. If you don't answer and identify yourself by the name that only you should be called by, you are now saying to those people, you can call me whatever you want, and I'm going to identify that. Meaning I'm going to accept that as who I am. And I'm telling you right now, worthy women, stop answering to the wrong name. Stop. We're done with that. Just stop it. Don't even, and I'm talking about names that people call you, and I'm not even talking about things that are bad. I'm talking about sometimes people say, you're aggressive, you're angry. Why are you frustrated? Your tone is rude. These are identities that people are assigning to us. And because we are responding and speaking that back by saying, yes, that's me. Yes, it's me. It's me. It's me who's angry. It's me who's frustrated. It's me who's this. Now, hold on just a second. Let me give you a timeout right here. Sidebar to that. Don't mistake when you're in a particular situation that if your emotions are volatile, or that if something is critical, that you may or may not respond to something. That is not who you are. That's totally normal. But I'm talking about in your everyday interaction with people that you know and people that you love. My mom has never said, stupid girl, is that you at the door? Big head, is that you at the door? Big mouth, is that you? She's never said that to me at the door. Because if she did, I'd be like, no, it's Corey. Because I want her to know, I mean, Mama, I don't know who you looking for, but it's not me. But 9 times out of 10, people could call us angry. They could call us crazy. They could call us selfish. They could call us unsuccessful. They could call us not beautiful. They could call us stupid. Y'all, and we are answering to that. And we're done with that. Tonight, worthy women, if that is the goal that you need to set for the week, and that you need to notate every day when you respond back to somebody by saying, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. If you want to address me, you address me as Kari. You address me as kind. You address me as strong. You address me as worthy. But I am not what you're saying that I am. Because you got to remember that that person is on the other side of the door, anticipating that you're going to be there. But what they identify you as should determine whether or not, if you say yes, it's me, or no, it's not. Okay. Anyway, that was a sidebar because that is not what I want to talk about. I'm telling you, that ain't even what I want to say. Okay, anyway, so thank the Lord for that. Anyway, so as I was thinking about these two songs, okay, completely different places in my life, obviously. But I kept thinking, why do we say it's me? Why do we put two words together and say it is me? So, of course, worthy women, I had to go to the dictionary because I already know what it means, and I certainly know what is means because it is the present tense of the verb to be. Okay, I already knew all that. They even have that in Spanish. So anyway, moving on. That's just a sidebar. But I wanted to figure out why it was so important for me to identify the power of two words when they become one. For example, a compound word. Y'all know a compound word is like backyard. It's two words that put together and they form a compound word because it becomes something completely different. Okay. So a back could be the rear of something. It could also be your physical back, but a yard can be something that has dirt or grass or whatever, a field. But when you put them together, you recognize that backyard is a compound word and it now identifies the thing that is found at a home. Okay, so that's a compound word. But a contraction, which is what the word it's two different words where one becomes abbreviated and those two words combine in meaning. See, compound creates a new meaning, but contraction, the meanings combine. Okay, that's the English part of me, and that's the reason why I love that, because I want y'all to know that there are differences in words and why we use them. So when I went to the dictionary, so it's used multiple ways, and there are two things I want to address. So first of all, it can be used as a subject or direct object, indirect object. Most of the time it's used as a preposition, like it's under the tree. Okay. But it is something that is an impersonal verb that expresses condition. Okay. So basically what that means is that most of the time when we see it's referring to an inanimate object. Okay. It's talking about it's over there, like whatever it is that you're looking for, a tree, a stump, a dog, a book, a toast, whatever. It is an inanimate object, something that does not have life and does not operate outside of itself. Okay. Now, how we are using it is defined as action without reference to an agent. Okay. So there is nothing implied without action, meaning that unless whatever comes after it implies action, it doesn't work and nothing changes about it. All right. So, as a noun, it is the player in the game, which I thought was so appropriate, who performs the principal action of the game. So growing up, when you used to play hide and seek, somebody was it. That meant that particular person was the one that had to go count, or they had to stand to the left while everybody else went to go hide. And then they would say, ready or not, here I come. So in that sense, they are the player in the game who performs the principal action of the game. Now, if you think about it's two words, what definition would be appropriate? Well, at first I thought it would be the noun definition because it says it's the player in the game who performs the principal action. And then I thought, well, what about the one that says it's action without references to an agent? But then I said it has to be the one that it is the noun, because the player in the game who performs the principal action, because after it is the verb is. So I'm like, now if I'm identifying myself as it, me being the principal player, I'm now saying I, the principal player, is, I know that's poor grammar, please forgive me, and is the present tense of the verb to be, like I be whatever I'm going to say. I be a woman. I be a mom. I be a sister. I be a daughter. Like, I'm saying that I am the person doing the principal action. Okay. The game is alive. The game is moving because I'm doing my part. Okay. But then I said, what does is mean? Okay. I know it's the principal. It is the present tense, and it's in first person. That's why if I'm saying it's me, I'm saying I am who you say that I am. I am answering to that. Okay. So is the present tense of the verb to be. Now, worthy women, this is what kind of shook me just a little bit. So it says to be equal in meaning, and it has the same connotation, meaning that it symbolizes something. So for example, these are the examples from the dictionary, Merriam-Webster, my favorite. It says God is love. Okay. So the principal agent in the sentence is God. The verb, which is the present tense, is, and then it says the agent that it is referencing is love. So it says God is love. That's the sentence, right? Now, the present tense of the verb to be is. So it says God is love. So those two things are one and the same. So this is what it means when it says to have equal in meaning, to have the same connotation. So if the sentence is God is love, I'm saying that God and love are synonymous. I could say love is God. I could say God is love. If I'm speaking about God and I put the verb is, I am saying whatever comes after that is equal to God. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So if I said Kari is a daughter, and then I would said a daughter is Kari, you would understand that whether Kari or daughter is first, that is one and the same. The meanings are equal. Kari is my name, but I am also a daughter, which is another name that I answer to. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Okay, here's another example. January is the first month. So whether or not I say January, y'all know that's the first month of the year. If I say the first month of the year, you know that that month is January, okay? So when you say it's me, what you are actually saying is it is me. Okay? So whatever it is the principal player in the game, the one that is performing all of the principal action. I am the one doing the work. I love that we never get away from that. Ha! I am the one doing the work. So I'm saying it is, I'm in the present tense, me. Me. So if I put me in the front, me, and I know this is not proper grammar, so I'm sorry. Me is it. So we are one and the same because it says to be equal in meaning, to have the same connotation, to symbolize. So if I say Kari is worthy, and then I turn around and say worthy is Kari. Kari and worthy are one and the same. Wait, it gets better. Kari is loved. Loved is Kari. Kari and loved, one and the same. Now you put your name there and say whatever you want. Gianna is love. Love is Gianna. They are one in the same. Y'all. This is why you cannot answer to anyone or anything calling you what is not equal to who you are. Okay, so in the song, the church song, it said, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Okay, it's me. It is me. What's happening in that particular song, what I'm saying is, what I am in need of is prayer. Okay, and how I'm going to get that is obviously in the song, you pray to the Lord. Okay, but anyway, what I'm saying is that when I say it is me, I'm saying what it is right now in my life, whether that's frustration, disappointment, death, grief, the wrong medical diagnosis, an unmerited situation that I had no idea would come, whatever it is, I am not going to identify myself with that, because that thing and me, we are not equal. We are not one and the same. Worthy women, I really hope that you can see the parallel that I'm trying to make here. If my situation is hate, I don't want to identify, and I don't want to answer to being hate. Do you understand? So if someone says, she's so hateful all the time, she is hateful. Hateful is she. Y'all see how people do that all the time? They just turn stuff around, and if it's really them, they turn it back around to say it's you. And what happens is we answer by saying it's me. See, sometimes you think you're answering by asking them a question, but by answering the question, you're saying you're not asking them, is that me? You're taking that and assigning it to yourself instead of saying that is not me. I am not that. Kari is? No, Kari is love. Kari is joy. Kari is peace. Kari is work. See, we have to decide what player, the principal player in the game of me, what principal action am I going to be doing? Y'all, I don't even know if I'm saying this so you can hear it the way that I hear it in my head and in my heart. We must stop allowing things to have equal meaning when they are beneath us. Listen, strife is beneath me. Anger, beneath me. Frustration, beneath me. I can't walk around saying strife is Kari, Kari is strife, Kari is anger, anger is... I have to stop saying that about myself, and I have to stop identifying myself when someone from behind the door that I am about to enter calls out to me and they say something that doesn't represent who I am. Because if it is not me being the principal player in this game of me, I have to be careful not to answer to that, y'all. Anyway, so it says that I must have the same connotation. I must symbolize something that symbolizes something else, is that when you see it, you recognize it as what it is. Okay. So that's why they use those sentences, that I don't have to say January every time. I can say the first month of the year. If I say St. Patrick's Day is the 17th, you recognize that the month I'm speaking about is March, because you know in that month, that's when St. Patrick's Day happens. So the question I'm asking you is how are you going to symbolize what you are? I'm not asking you to become worthy. You already are worthy. You already are loved. You already are victorious. You already are a champion. When are we as the principal player? It is this. Whatever it is, I can't stress to you enough tonight, worthy women. When I say it's me, I mean the worthy me. I mean the happy me. I mean the joyful me. I mean the fulfilled me. I mean the content me. Sometimes I even mean the frustrated me. I might even mean the hurt me. But when I recognize that who I am and what has been assigned to me is one and the same, I'm not going to walk around saying I'm the hurt me anymore. I'm not going to walk around saying I'm frustrated me. I'm not going to walk around saying that I'm lonely me. I'm not going to walk around saying I'm single me, or I'm divorced me, or I wish I wasn't married me. I'm not going to say things that are not one and the same. So when Adele said, hello, it's me. Sometimes when you talk on the telephone, do you ever have those girlfriends that call you and say, hey, Kari, it's so-and-so, and you're like, I know who it is. First of all, because we live in this world now, we have caller ID. But especially if you're in a relationship with them, you recognize their voice. even without you seeing their name, when you hear them say, hey girl, so and so, you're like, hey, so and so, how you doing? Like, I never question who it is when I see my daughter's face. When she says hello, I'm like, hey baby, how you doing? I don't think it's her. I know it's her. So why is it that when we say it's me, when she was like, hello, it's me. Come on, we know that the guy knew who it was. Come on, bro. I mean, y'all might have broke up, but you ain't forgot who it was. You haven't forgotten who she was or who she is just because you're not talking anymore. And worthy women, that's what we need to recognize. I don't need to identify to you who I am. I know who I am. Maybe it's you that has forgotten, but it's more important for me to recognize who I am and keep saying it is me. It is worthy. It is confident. It is strong. It is secure. It is business owner. It is wealthy woman, because it's okay if you want to be wealthy. I'm totally with that. It is happy. It is secure. It is free. It is alive, because I am the principal. It's funny that it is spelled with I-T because I is the first letter. So if you take away T, I stands alone, because I is a noun, right? It's the person, place, thing, or main event, and that thing is me. That's why the definition says it is the principal player in the game. The game that I'm talking about is me, and I'm talking about you, so you understand that I'm talking about me, and you're talking about you, which is me, because you need to understand I is, okay, I know it's terrible grammar, I is, you fill in the blank with whatever you wanted to fill it in with. And we worthy women have to stop answering to anything that is not who we are. So the next time you hear somebody say, hello, it's me, you better say, girl, I know it's you. Do you know it's you? Do you know that you are worthy? Do you know that you are kind? Do you know that you are smart? Do you know that you are loved just as you are right now? That you have nothing else that you need to do to prove to me or anybody else that you deserve all that has been assigned and ordained to you? Do you know that? Worthy women, it's time for us to recognize it's me. It's not just for my girlfriend over there. It's not just for these people over here. It's not just for the elite. It's not just for the wealthy. It's not just for the educated. It's for me. It's for me to be loved. It's for me to be thought about. It's for me to be honored. It's for me to be treasured and valued and cherished. Do you understand? It's me. I'm not going to look anymore, because I'm the principal player in this game, the game of me. I can't allow other people to dictate or control what's really happening with me. The move is on me. Worthy women, it's your move tonight. It's me that we're talking about. Not what other people think, not what other people say, not even what the people that stand behind the door and call out. It's what I answer to. So I hope tonight, worthy women, that if you go somewhere and somebody knocks on the door and says, it's me, you might just say to yourself, you know what? It's me too. Because we absolutely are game changers. And you absolutely are having the same connotation. So you need to start saying those things that are true. Kari is lovely. Kari is honorable. Kari is fun. Kari, let me just bring it to where we all are. Kari is beautiful. It's okay if you say that about yourself. Listen, come on. You need to say it to yourself so you hear yourself saying you are beautiful. You are strong. You are worthy. Worthy. It's me. It's me. Everything that I am supposed, it's me. It's not what I heard you say behind the door. It's me. And I am everything that God has created for me to be. And I will never again let somebody else become the principal player, because remember, it is I-T. So take off the T. It's talking about I. I will never again let somebody else become the principal player in the game of me. So I love you tonight, worthy women. 2021 is the year of me. It's me. I can't wait to see you again.